Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of Hot Tips from Top Comic Creators. 250 professionals sharing more than 1,000 secrets of success. And you can see some of the names there. Obviously Jack Kirby, Jim Lee, Bob Kane and many others. And there's the back. Now this is about 120 pages and this is from a Comics Interview. So Comics Interview publication, 1994. So obviously probably the top creators have slightly changed, but I'm certain many of the tips in this are still just as valid. Now, when I got this, I didn't think it was going to be this sort of book. I must admit, I thought it was going to be more visual. Now, there's not much visual in this at all. So, obviously some photos, but not much more. So you got here introduction, etc. And then you got tipsters. You got all the little nice little biographies there of all the various people. There's quite a few there. You can see all the various names there. And of course, many others. Actually, obviously 250 of them. There's quite a few pages of just the introduction. Actually, pretty good, actually, if you want to find out many of these artists. However, what it does, it's got sections, obviously, breaking into the business. And you obviously get, like I say, a picture there. But you've also got lots and lots of hints and tips, which actually is one of those books where I don't think, you might do, of course, read it from start to finish. But I think it's one of those books you sort of dip into. And I love it. I love these sort of books. They're fascinating. But again, like I say, it wasn't exactly the one I was thinking I was going to get because there's another one, a similar sort of name, and it was a bit older. It's an older book, and that was more a visual, sort of lots and lots of breakdowns showing all the various hints and tips, but visually. This is just, obviously, just a lot of text, but it gives you a lot of information about how to do. And also, of course, many people that I must admit, I had to look up. What's there? Gaylord Dubois. I must admit, didn't know about him. Apparently, one of the most amazing, obviously, writers. Did I know? No. But however, so you can learn, obviously, a lot of, and quite often it's quite interesting when you see that. You think, oh, I wonder what they did, the work they did. And then you can go off and look and think, oh, that's pretty good. Certainly something else to check on. I know vaguely. Stan Lee. You got Stan Lee, obviously, I know all the various things he did. So you got. Now, I don't know who, and people will probably turn around and say, "What, you don't know that person?" And now, but it's got lots and lots. Neil Adams, Mike Friedrich, lots and lots of people. I just absolutely love their work. So it's just really great just to read. And of course, one of the classic weird science fantasy, Frazetta there. Know immediately that one, Frazetta. And obviously there's some great things about professionalism there. What is the thing called professionalism? The art of comics, vision and artistic truth. It's actually quite fascinating reading. I've just been reading through it thoroughly. And also it's got breakdowns, obviously, the inker, their letterer, colorist, all those sort of things. How do they do it? Working methods of comic prose. So if you want to find out a lot of their secrets, well, obviously to a degree, not going to find out all their secrets, but certainly you can find out a lot with this book. And it's just, I think it's a lovely little book, fairly inexpensive, which you should be able to find it. Obviously it's out of print, but you should be able to find copies of this around on the web. And it also got some adverts at the back, obviously, of Understanding Comics, which is yet another brilliant book. Scott McCloud, I love that one. And also what Comic Book Pages Pro, and another advert, obviously, at the back, the Comics Interview. I love getting those Comics Interview. Quite often I pick them up at comic marts and things, and they're always fascinating to read. I'm certain it's not going now, is it? I don't know. Anyway, but it's one of those ones that... well, I loved it when it was when I picked it up. So there are hot tips, very interesting little book. Let's say it's not visual, but it's still got lots of information you may find very interesting. I would say totally recommended.